What is going on with the Scream 7 updates? Well, first off, I wasn't too sure if I wanted to do this video or not. It's just the fact, the emotions of what's still going on, for what was going on from yesterday, how Melissa Barrera got let go from a Spyglass. And I felt it was not necessary at all. What is going on here, people? Have the rights of speaking out of freedom of speech. I guess it's different if you're a celebrity. That's not true. And today, we got Jenna Ortega, believe it or not, saying she's too busy with the schedule and she's not going to move on with Scream 7 because she's busy making the season 2 of Wednesday. And she just wrapped up Beetlejuice 2 this as well, too. So there's a lot going on here with the Scream 7. I really think since this is happening, they either going to have to rewrite the script, but my thing I wish they would do is overlook what they did to Melissa and try to get her back. And just wait until Jenna Ortega's schedule actually clears up, because where will the story actually go from here? Because with the Carpenter sisters, you got Tara and Sam. And I thought this was a great story working with these two this as well, too. But rebooting the series of Scream and bringing Sidney Prescott back with Neve Campbell. But of course, we didn't see Sidney actually come in this last movie this as well, too. Because once again, I'm going to say they screwed over Neve Campbell for not giving her the right full money that she rightfully deserved. So right away, you're going to see this is going to be a serious video here. I'm kind of upset. And that's the reason I was thinking about debating if I wanted to do this video or not. But I'm a big Scream fan. And what's going to happen with this Scream 7 film? Is this film going to be dead in water and not going to move anywhere? That's exactly what happened with Scream 4. They were about to plan a whole new trilogy, and it just ended. They had ideas about moving, how they were going to move from Scream 4. You got to remember how Emma Roberts actually played Jill Roberts in that movie just as well, too. Her role was so good. And they were actually thinking about, I think they had alternative endings, stuff like that. I think one of them was the fact she was thinking that she might actually be alive and move on from that trilogy, from actually having her in the next film. That would have been pretty cool, but since it didn't actually happen, man, what a bummer. But here we are once again. Is this going to be the same situation of just Scream 7 like it's going to happen with Scream 4? Is it that's going to stop? But the whole thing I have to say is Spyglass, overlook what you actually done to Melissa. And maybe just talk to her. I know. If I was an actor and something like that happened to me, I don't know if I would want to come back, because I don't think that was really cool what they actually did. And the thing with Jenna Ortega was a busy schedule. Could she actually be flexible? Because I heard she was backing up with Melissa, which I wouldn't be surprised. The core four in this group of Scream were pretty close to each other, and they'll probably be sticking pretty close to each other this as well, too, in real life. And will that core four, what would actually happen if they were able to move on from this and create that new story without those two? But I really wish they would just stop, think what they did, and maybe get a different company, because Spyglass is really the company that really let Melissa go. And Paramount has nothing to do with it, but even though Paramount is still a sponsor to the Scream franchise, maybe think differently. The only thing that I think that's a bummer, because Christopher London was supposed to be the new director behind this film of Scream 7. It's going to be his first time behind the Scream. He's, from what I heard, a big movie horror buff this as well, too. What's going to happen with that this as well, too? Because I thought they cast him really good. But you got to remember, like, movies that he actually did, like Freaky or Happy Death Day, or in the sequel this as well, too. I always wonder if they were going to actually do a third Happy Death Day, but who knows? That could be up in work still. Who knows? But I just thought that Joe's a really good director behind it. Radio Silence did a really good job creating the reboot of Scream. They move on with Scream 6. And now you got the story. And now since he just let go of Melissa and, they let go of Melissa and Jenna didn't want to come back. Where's the story going to actually go from here if you don't get these two back? That's the big question. And will Neve Campbell actually come back this as well, too? Because they actually have somewhat of a profit with this, since they didn't get both Melissa and Jenna back. Will Sidney Prescott, the character, actually come back to the Scream franchise? And that just leads off to the big question with you guys this as well, too. Would you be willing to see a Scream movie without the Carpenter sisters? And for some reason, if Neve Campbell doesn't sign back on, would you not want to see the film this as well, too, with Neve Campbell? All the other actors that been in this film have been amazing. They've nailed the characters so good. What's going to happen to him from here? Do you think they might actually reboot the film? I don't think that's a good idea right now. If anything right now, they should just drop the film, because they're going to have to build a whole new script now without the Carpenter sisters. The build-up was so good in the last film, I just got to say, because the storylines behind the character that brings back to the original films with the original villains, it all ties in really good. But where do we actually go from here? Because if you reboot it, it's not going to be the same. And I'm even going to go back to the TV series as well, too, once it was on MTV for 2 seasons. That was a different storyline. I actually thought that was really good, too, on MTV this as well, too. Oh, my gosh, what is going on here? Why can't people to speak up their mind? And it's called a freedom of speech. What they did to Melissa is not cool. I tell the truth, I did not want to do this video because I was just heartbroken with the whole deal yesterday, and now with Jenna. What was going on with the world? People have the right to speak up. It's just if you're a celebrity, you can't say something, and you just fire them and let them go. Not cool. But anyways, with me rambling on here, I don't want to ramble on too much. What do you guys think? There's so many politics happening with them. It's frustrating. But I was trying to say, I want to hear from you guys as well, too. What do you guys think about the situation? Whether you actually think they'll move on to do Scream 7. I think that this film might be dead in water. Again, I say, it's a shame, because they were, what Radio Science actually did, it was a good story that is moving on. Yeah, Radio Science didn't want to move on because they had a big project working with Universal Studios with a big film. And, see, that's the thing they need to do. Christopher London is a great director. Maybe just wait until Radio Science gets done with their film, and maybe actually Radio Science can work again once again with Paramount to create Scream 7. That's an idea. Maybe they can actually think about that. Maybe that way they can get Melissa back and Jenna Ortega back this as well, too, to make the next Scream 7 film. So leave your comments. I'd love to hear what you guys got to say. I'm open-minded. I'm still speaking everything out because, once again, I wasn't too sure about doing a video. I didn't want to be too politic or anything like that, or make sense of something with this. But once again, what I'm doing is speaking my mind. It's a freedom of speech. And that's what the cool thing I love about YouTube. You can speak your mind. You can't get in trouble, I don't think. So anyways, I'm going to start wrapping up saying, my name's Ryan. Thank you for watching. Make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.